Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York, and today we're in Las Vegas, downtown Las Vegas, to do a daytime walk down Fremont Street at the Fremont Street Experience. It's been a while since we've done this. We're starting here at the very end, or the very beginning, depending upon how you look at it, of Fremont Street, the western end of Fremont Street, and we'll be heading east. We'll check out a few places along the way. Once we get to the end of the Fremont Street Experience, we'll check out the Neonopolis, and then we'll start heading back up Fremont Street to 3rd Street, which will turn down and head towards downtown Grand, the Mob Museum, Pizza Rock, Hogs and Heifers, a couple other bars down there. Then we'll head back to Fremont Street all the way down to Main Street, which is where we're starting here, and cut up. I guess that's going north, and we'll check out Main Street Station as well as the California Hotel and Casino. Finally, I'll introduce you guys to a gentleman named Kelly Fairchild who has a business called Las Vegas Walking Tours. I took his walking tour. It was fantastic. We'll show you a little bit of what that's about at the end of this video, so stay tuned. Circa here is one of the newest properties to open on Fremont Street. It's not the newest property in Las Vegas, that would be Resorts World, but as far as downtown's concerned, it's the newest. It was received very well. It opened about a year ago. Remains a adults-only hotel and casino. You need to be 21 to stay here, 21 or over. Cromwell used to be that way, but they changed their mind, so I believe Circa is the only adults-only hotel in Vegas right now. And on the right-hand side, you have the Golden Gate, the oldest hotel and casino here in Las Vegas. Both these properties, as well as the D, which we're going to pass shortly, are owned by the Stevens brothers. On the left we have Binion's, said to be haunted by the employees. Is it true? I don't know, but it was featured on the Travel Channel's Ghost Adventures. And now we're looking back towards where we came from. That's the Plaza Hotel at the dead end there, and that's Vegas Vic on the left-hand side. His wife, Vegas Vicky, was fully restored and is inside the Circa Hotel and Casino now. And on the right we have the Golden Nugget, a personal favorite of mine, and I think it's one of the best pools downtown as well. That's right, even better than Circa's. I really like the Golden Nugget. And the intersection we're crossing is Casino Center. The intersection at Casino Center and Fremont Street includes the hotels, the Binion, the Golden Nugget, the Four Queens, and the Fremont. This is Mitzi, the Rubber Ducky Showgirl, who shows up on all my Vegas videos. As most of you know, there are hidden mascots, or some of you call them Easter eggs, in my videos. Mitzi shows up in all the Vegas ones. Sometimes she's easy to spot, other times she's quite elusive, so keep your eyes open while watching the video. If you spot her, note the time in the comments below, and if you're the first one, you'll get a shout out on an upcoming video. And a shout out to Pac-Man, who found Clarice the Miss America crown in my latest Atlantic City video, The Room Tour of Caesars. Congratulations, Pac-Man. Good eye. This is 3rd Street. It's completely closed off for pedestrian traffic only, and if we make a left down here, which we're going to do on our way back, we'll come across the Downtown Grand, the Mob Museum, Pizza Rock, Hogs and Heifers, a couple other bars down there as well. And on the right here we have the D Hotel and Casino, the 3rd hotel and casino owned by the Stevens brothers here on Fremont Street. Derek being the more visible brother of the two, and everyone wonders what that D stands for. Does it stand for Derek? Does it stand for downtown? Does it stand for Detroit, where the brothers come from? I don't know. Kelly Fairchild, the tour guide you're going to see later in this video, probably has the answer to that. I didn't ask while I was on the tour. I should have. The D is home to the Long Bar, one of the longest bars here in Las Vegas. It was the longest until Circa opened up, and Circa has the Mega Bar, which is now the longest bar in Las Vegas. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that subscribe button and smash that thumbs up. It really does help the channel out. Well, we sort of reached the end of the Fremont Street experience. Fremont Street, however, continues further east into Fremont East. Tully Fairchild, the tour guide that I spoke about earlier, and I'm going to speak about here, takes the tour further east all the way up to the container park here on Fremont Street. Kelly owns and runs his own tour guide business called Las Vegas Walking Tours. I actually heard about Kelly on a podcast coming out of downtown Las Vegas called On the Corner of Main Street. The podcast features CEO of the Plaza Hotel and Casino, Jonathan Jossel, who is one of the people who interviewed Kelly. After listening to the podcast, I got in touch with Kelly to book a tour and asked him if it was okay to video, and he didn't have a problem with that. And I want to say right off the bat that Kelly and his company, Las Vegas Walking Tours, are not sponsoring this video. It's just that I took this tour, I found it fascinating. Kelly is a wealth of information about the history of downtown Las Vegas. I just wanted to share it with you guys. And by the way, that silver Mercedes parked in front of the plaza belongs to former mayor of Las Vegas, Oscar Goodman, for whom the restaurant Oscar's right above us here is named after. If you're not familiar with Oscar Goodman, you really should become familiar. He's a fascinating individual with an incredible history here in Las Vegas. I noticed right off the bat that there's a couple things Las Vegas Walking Tours does that makes them a standout. One is that they use high-tech equipment, or earbuds if you will, and Kelly talks to you via his mouthpiece, and you can hear everything through perfectly sanitized earbuds. And that's important, especially down here in the Fremont area, which is quite noisy. He comes in crystal clear throughout the entire tour. Of course, as a vlogger, that creates a issue because obviously you guys can't hear what he's saying, but I can tell you from taking the tour, very informative, very entertaining. Even as he's leading the group with his back towards you, he's still talking and coming in crystal clear, telling you all about the attractions surrounding us. Las Vegas Walking Tours received the TripAdvisor Certificate of Excellence 5 years running and was awarded the Walking Tour Operator of the Year in 2020 by the Luxury Travel Guide. Kelly offers 2 tours. They're both $35 each, not including gratuity. The first one being the downtown Las Vegas Fremont Street past to present, and that's the tour that I'm on right here. And he also has a second tour called Fremont After Dark, the Glitter Gulch. Both tours are approximately 2 hours long, but there is no rush, and if you have lots of questions, Kelly is more than patient to answer everyone's questions. There's no rush here, like I said. The tour I'm on now, Fremont Street Past and Present, is open to all ages and families. And the Fremont After Dark tour, which obviously is at nighttime, is 21 and older only because it ends up at the container park, and after a certain hour the container park IDs people and you must be 21 or over to enter the container park. And the last thing you want to do is split up a tour because there are some underage people with you. So he does ask that everyone is 21 and older for the Fremont After Dark tour. Now, another thing that makes Las Vegas Walking Tours a standout is Kelly actually brings you into a lot of these attractions, including hotels and casinos. Now, trust me, I know how hard it is to get a hotel and casino to negotiate anything with you as far as recording and tours and things like that. Kelly must have really worked hard to get approval for this with casino operations and security, but he's done it, and he's the only tour guide I know of in Las Vegas that has access like this. And here we are in the Golden Nugget, and if you remember at the beginning of the video I mentioned that this is one of my favorite places in downtown, and on the right hand side, one of my favorite pools here downtown. On a side note, Kelly's about to show us the famous golden nugget, the world's largest golden nugget. And again, I'm skeptic about this because I've mentioned in other videos, every time I'm at the golden nugget in Atlantic City, the world's largest golden nugget is there. And every time I'm in Las Vegas, like right now, it's here. So is there really only one? Now, this is pretty much where I left off my video before I introduced you guys to Kelly, but he's going to take us just a little bit further east, and then I'll return to my video right in this spot and walk back to the plaza and show you guys a couple of other things on my own. Right now we're in the Fremont East Entertainment District. That's the El Cortez across the street, and right across the street from that, the side that we're on, is the Backstage Bar and Billiards. Kelly's been pointing out that there's lots of dive bars around here, but don't let that fool you. They're all pretty popular around here. And for you Beatle fans like myself, this is Abbey Road Crossing. It's very popular for photographs. There's actually a website, abbeyroadlv.com. Again, popular for photographs and dedicated, of course, to the Fab Four. And now Kelly's leading us into the container park, which is pretty much the end of his tour. I just did my own tour of the container park not too long ago here on the New York channel, so you can catch that video out. But he'll walk us around the container park a little bit, then have some time for some Q&A if there's any questions you haven't asked while you were on the tour. He also has an add-on called the Gold and Silver Pawn add-on. That add-on includes the shop that the Pawn Stars is filmed in, as well as some historic wedding chapels and city buildings. It adds a little over half a mile. We did about a mile already, so that's going to add about another half a mile, and that's an add-on to the tour. But for our purposes today, that's pretty much it for the tour with Kelly today. As you can see, it's very entertaining, very informative. You didn't get to hear what Kelly had to say, but if you want to, click on the link that I'm going to leave in the description below. And I highly recommend this tour if you're here for a couple days and you're looking for something different to do. Listen, I thought I knew a lot about downtown Las Vegas, and I did, but now I know a lot more thanks to Kelly and his company. And again, there's no sponsorship here. No one's paying anyone to do anything. I just saw something that I really liked and I wanted to share it with you guys. Besides, I added a new friend to my growing list of friends I'm making here in Las Vegas. And now back to my Fremont Street experience video. I'm going to pick up where I left off on the eastern end of Fremont Street. And I'm going to stop into that toy store that you might have noticed Kelly took us to. It's loaded with a lot of collectible stuff. Not your average toy store, but a lot of collectible toys. I just wanted to stop in after the tour to see what was actually inside. Don't forget to check out my book, 50 Attractions and Many Tips When Visiting Las Vegas. It's down at the bottom in the description of this video that you're watching. It's only $4.99, instantly downloaded to your computer, tons of pictures and fantastic tips if you plan on visiting Sin City. And as we continue to head west now on Fremont Street, I wanted to turn up 3rd Avenue like I said I would earlier in the video, just to walk by Pizza Rock, the Downtown Grand, Hogs and Heifers, and the Mom Museum. There's a lot down 3rd Street, or 3rd Avenue, and I just want to show it to you guys. As many of you know, I'm sure many of you have heard of Pizza Rock. It's very popular here in the downtown area of Las Vegas. I've eaten there several times, gotten different types of slices, and they were all good. I have to say, Pizza Rock does make a really good slice of pizza. It's in a couple of my videos. I'm not sure which ones, but it's in several of the downtown videos here on the New York channel. Across the street, the Downtown Grand Hotel and Casino, one of the smaller casinos down here in the Fremont Street area. And on our left-hand side, we have Hog and Heifers, one of those hole-in-the-wall bars that not too many people know about, but those who do know are pretty loyal to it. And straight ahead, the Mob Museum, another video here on the New York channel. I had a great time at the Mob Museum. Again, very entertaining, very informative. If you have a couple days here in town and you're looking for something different to do, or if you caught maybe Terry's tour and you want to do something afterwards, Mob Museum is highly recommended by me. I planned on spending an hour there. I think I was in there for 3.5, 4 hours. That building, by the way, that the Mob Museum is in is the old Las Vegas Post Office. And now we're heading back to Fremont Street. We're going to head west on Fremont, and that's the Fremont Hotel and Casino on the right-hand side. Home of the 99-cent shrimp cocktail since 1976. Straight ahead is just one of the 3 stages they have here on Fremont Street. Live entertainment pretty much nightly on all 3. And speaking of nighttime on Fremont Street, I of course have videos here on the New York channel. So do many other vloggers have nighttime videos of Fremont Street. As you can see, and as many of you know, there's a huge difference between daytime and evening time here on Fremont Street. Totally different vibe. Totally different people. These people seem normal during the daytime. Nighttime, not so much. And as we continue west with the Golden Nugget on our left and the Binion Hotel and Casino on our right, we're going to head down to Main Street, which is where the plaza is, pretty much that dead end down here on Fremont Street. And just head over to the California and the Main Street Station Hotel and Casino, and that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, ask some questions, and most importantly, subscribe by clicking on the button on the left. You can visit all of my New York videos by clicking on the top right, or check out my videos on other favorite places to visit by clicking on the bottom right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the city.